Welcome to Middle Ground Media, where news is delivered without an agenda. In today's coverage, Segment 1, Kenneth Mitchell, celebrated Star Trek actor, dies at 49. Kenneth Mitchell, renowned for his roles in Star Trek, Discoveries and Captain Marvel, has passed away at the age of 49 after a valiant battle with Lou Gehrig's disease. Mitchell's family announced his passing, emphasizing his grace and commitment to living joyously despite the disease's challenges. The actor, who became a pivotal part of the Star Trek universe through his portrayal of multiple characters, was remembered for his resilience and optimism. His contributions to film and television, including appearances in A Miracle, Grey's Anatomy, and more, have left an indelible mark on the industry. The Star Trek community and fans worldwide mourn the loss of Mitchell, who inspired many with his courage and creativity. Segment 2, U.S.-South Korea military drills following North Korea's missile tests. In response to North Korea's recent missile tests, the United States and South Korea conducted joint military drills, deploying advanced stealth fighters over the Korean Peninsula. This operation, involving F-35 jets from both nations, serves as a countermeasure to North Korea's aggressive weapons testing strategy, aiming to bolster defenses and deter further provocations. North Korea's missile launches have heightened tensions, prompting South Korea, the US, and Japan to enhance their collaborative military capabilities and address the North's nuclear threats. These drills underscore the commitment of the US and South Korea to maintain regional stability and counter North Korea's military ambitions. Segment 3, return of Alexei Navalny's body to his mother. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's body has been returned to his mother, following his death in prison. Navalny, who was serving a lengthy jail sentence, became a symbol of resistance against the Kremlin's oppressive regime. His death has sparked international outrage and condemnation, with Western leaders blaming Russian President Vladimir Putin for Navalny's demise. The circumstances surrounding Navalny's death remain unclear, intensifying scrutiny of Russia's treatment of political dissidents. Navalny's family and supporters continue to demand justice, reflecting the broader struggle for human rights and political freedom in Russia. Segment 4, famine fears grow in Gaza amid aid suspension. The ongoing Israeli military offensive in Gaza has led to a severe humanitarian crisis, with aid agencies suspending food deliveries due to safety concerns. The dire situation has left many Gazans, like Magdi Hussein, struggling to find food for their families. The World Food Programme highlights the challenges of delivering aid amidst the conflict, emphasizing the need for access to ensure the survival of Gaza's population. The suspension of aid deliveries exacerbates the risk of malnutrition and disease, underscoring the urgent need for a resolution to the conflict and the restoration of humanitarian aid to the besieged enclave. Segment 5, Zelensky's plea for weapons from allies. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky emphasizes the critical need for military support from allies to continue Ukraine's defense against Russia. Marking 2 years since the invasion, Zelensky rejects the notion of a stalemate and warns of Russia's broader ambitions in Europe. The recent loss of key territories highlights the urgency for additional artillery and air defenses to counter Russian advances. Zelensky's call to action underscores the existential threat facing Ukraine, and the importance of sustained international support to secure peace and sovereignty. Segment 6, Senate aid investigated for actions in Ukraine. Kyle Parker, a senior Senate staffer known for his support of Ukraine, is under investigation for unauthorized activities in the country's war zones. Accusations include delivering sniper gear to the Ukrainian military and potentially acting as an unregistered foreign agent. Parker's actions raise concerns about counterintelligence risks and the blurring of official duties with personal support for Ukraine. The investigation highlights the complexities of individual involvement in international conflicts, and the potential implications for U.S. foreign policy and security. Segment 7, runaway train in India travels 70 kilometers without driver. A freight train in India traveled over 70 kilometers without a driver, sparking an investigation into the incident. The train, which was carrying chip stones, inadvertently began moving due to a slope on the tracks after the crew disembarked. Officials managed to stop the train by placing wooden blocks on the tracks, preventing a potential disaster. The unusual event underscores the importance of safety protocols and measures to prevent similar occurrences in the future. Segment 8, Canada's risk of irrelevance on world stage. Retired General Rick Hillier warns that Canada faces the risk of becoming irrelevant in an increasingly unstable geopolitical landscape. Hillier emphasizes the need for Canada to assert its presence and contribute meaningfully to global security efforts, particularly in light of conflicts such as the war in Ukraine. The potential for a second Trump presidency and questions about NATO commitments highlight the urgency for Canada to meet its defense spending targets and play a proactive role in international alliances. Hillier's comments reflect concerns about Canada's strategic position and the implications for its national security and global standing. Thank you for tuning into Middle Ground Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbiased news. Join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of truth and clarity.